Hi there guys, so as promised this is a closer look at the Citizen Nighthawk BJ7135-02E. This is the October special for the Watch Channel subscribers, and you can go and buy this watch from starbuy.com.au for the exclusive low price of $299. You can do that by entering the code STAR3 in the discount code, and that will drop the price down. Recommended retail price on this should be $800, so that is a significant discount on the retail rate. However, this watch is actually not available in Australia via any other channel, so not only is it an exclusive rate for you guys as subscribers, it is also an exclusive watch, as in the fact that you can't buy it anywhere else. So we have a 42mm case, which is not too big. It's quite satisfactory for this type of watch. As you can see, got a nice PVD finish on the case. It is an eco drive movement, so light powered, and as you can see from the dial there, we have regular timekeeping. We also have date. We have a slide bezel, and I'll talk about that in a moment. But we also have dual time, which is represented by the two plain characters there that you can see. One is light and one is dark, and essentially the light plain hand takes you all the way up from midnight to midday, and dark takes you from midday all the way through to midnight. So at any one point you can actually set this watch to show two time zones. As I mentioned, 42mm across, so it's not particularly aggressive size. Certainly not something that people should be worried about wearing and looking silly. 42mm is probably about a standard sort of size for a watch these days. The water resistance on this watch, 200 meters, so it is rated for swimming, showering, snorkeling. The only thing you can't do is gas diving, or where you put a tank on your back and go down very, very deep. But this will, suit you for anything. Now, it does come on a leather strap, so I wouldn't recommend going in the sea with this particular strap. However, if you change this to a Cordova strap or a NATO, then you're absolutely laughing. Lug width on this is 22 mils, and it does have a mineral crystal. It is not a sapphire crystal. Now, let's talk about this particular functionality, the slide bezel. Now, I don't think a lot of people are particularly aware of what this can do, and to set expectations, this watch is an aviation based watch. It is designed for fighter pilots and Maverick and Goose type characters. And let's just go through the capabilities. The slide rule, things that this will allow you to do. It is a navigation calculator, so it will allow the calculation of time required. So as an example, as it states here on the instructions, how long does it take an airplane flying at 180 knots to fly a distance of 450 nautical miles? It also allows you to do a ground speed calculation. So as an example, what is the speed of an airplane when it takes 1 hour and 20 minutes to fly a distance of 240 nautical miles? Also allows you to do flying distance calculation. So as an example, what is the flying distance travelled in 40 minutes at a speed of 210 knots? It also does a fuel consumption rate calculation. So as an example, if 120 gallons of fuel are consumed in 30 minutes flying time, what is the fuel consumption rate? It also has a fuel consumption calculation, which is, as an example, how much fuel is consumed in 6 hours at a fuel consumption rate of 250 gallons per hour. Also does maximum flying hours. So as an example, with a fuel consumption rate of 220 gallons per hour and a fuel supply of 550 gallons, what is the maximum number of flying hours? And we have a few more. Conversion. So the example here is, how do you convert 30 miles into nautical miles and kilometers? So it will allow you to do that calculation. And then we get to the general calculation function. So multiplication, as an example, 20 by 15. Division, as in 250 divided by 20. Reading ratios, so as an example, 30 divided by 20 equals. And determining square root. So what is the square root of 225 as an example? and there you have it. So you know what? It is basically a manual calculator. And I didn't know that at all. And I think you take a bit of getting used to be able to use the slide rule. But I think that's really useful. Could be useful if you were doing a cross-country trip in your car and you knew what your consumption rate was on the car. And certainly for us in Australia, when you're heading across bush or outback, and you're going to be several hundred kilometres away, and you're a little bit concerned about what your fuel's going to be like, then this is certainly going to be something that you could, play with and use if you had to. I hope that the discount is of use for you guys, and it is just our way of saying thank you very much for your support of the channel. We don't make anything from the coupon sales, so there's no referral fee or anything like that. It is merely just a way of saying thank you to you guys. So please spread the word about the channel, get your mates to subscribe, and we'll be doing one of these giveaways, one of these discounts every month, so that you guys can build your collections and have fun. All right, guys, thank you so much for your time. Take care, stay safe, and where you watch us in the best of health. See ya.